I've been working as a representative for USSEC since 2001. And previously, I worked in the office that we had SASA in Caracas, Venezuela. And my role as a consultant, being representative of USSEC for South America, is to implement all the programs that we have for the Americas in the countries that I cover. There are Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, and Ecuador. Primarily, and the programs that I cover are for animal utilization. So we cover all the feed and animal production in these countries that I mentioned before. And as my colleague also had his presentation and interview, he talked about aquaculture. And aquaculture is a very important sector, especially in Ecuador. Normally, they look for high content of protein, but other factors such as digestibility of amino acids and metabolized energy and other factors, but probably the factor that they consider very important for U.S. soybean meal, is most of our market, is the consistency and homogeneity of the product, differentiating it from other producers in the South. It provides, the nutrients that nutritionists or feed formulators look in my region. And despite that, we have all our competitors in South America. So we have them all very close to my customers in the sub-region. And still, they have preference for U.S. Sometimes, price is a problem, but still people sometimes will pay a differentiation for U.S. just because of its attributes. U.S. soy is considered as an excellent product, as I mentioned before, excellent quality, and people will consider that when they buy, and that's what we insist, that they should not consider just the basic price when they buy, but also at the end of the production, what's the cost benefit of buying U.S. Lately, let's say since the 2-3 past years, they have started talking about sustainability, and especially the aquaculture sector that is already exporting their animal protein to other countries. This is one of the requirements for exporting to Europe and to the U.S., to have a sustainable production and these animals to be fed with a sustainable raw material as well. Listening to different comments that our customers have mentioned to us through all these years that we have been inviting them to GTE is that it's an excellent event where they can get some first-hand information from U.S. Soy production and other industries as well, and have a close contact with grower leaders, soy grower leaders here, and which is very important because sometimes, and also for grower leaders to be in touch with these customers that sometimes they don't have the chance and they just read reports and see their names, but it's always nice to see, a name that matches with the face. And that's very important, and it's nice also to share with global customers, and as we have mentioned in the past, there are more than 47 different nationalities that attend this event, which is very, very interesting. On Friday, we have this field trip, and I think we're going to visit one farm. But we have other programs that will provide us the chance to bring our customers to visit some soy farmers. Normally, they like to listen from the soy grower. How is their production, how much time they spend in the field, and they like to see their equipments, and which is very interesting. And sometimes a lot of them are interested in what's the production cost, and also what's the forecast for the harvest of the year as well. One thing that I would like to emphasize is how the U.S. soy chain is represented through USSEC in our region. We are considered, a leader in the sector. They respect USSEC or the soy organization very much. We are like influencers in each of the countries where we have programs. They take our input very much into consideration, which is very important. And we belong, let's say, to this decision makers group, and they like very much to work with us, and it's nice to know that we're welcoming all these associations and customers that we have around the region. The GT has also helped, with customers that we bring and U.S. suppliers. There are USSEC members, and we have these invitational meetings, which are very helpful. And people sometimes, they find that there are new products that they probably didn't know exist, and it calls their attention, and they start a business relationship, and we help them to continue that relationship or communication until something or a business is worked, or sometimes not, but at least they're in touch, they know what products they offer, and they know that they have a supplier there.